welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your Zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skep, Tock.
I'm Prospero.
Cassie. And I'm Della Hazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as minions, and special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Let's be xenophobic, it's really in this year. Let's find a nasty, slimy, ugly alien to fear. There's no more cutesy stories about E.T. phoning home. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome. We know we ought to hate them, they're different, you see. We've seen their mean and ugly on movies and TV. The folks that ought to know have told us how it's got to be. The gospel truth is found in scenes from Alien and V. Let's wipe out any life form that seems to be a threat. We'll serve them up a genocide they never will forget. 'Cause if we miss a couple, they'll breed a couple more. And soon we'll all be hating twice as many as before. You see, aliens can never be as good as humankind. A more delightful race than us you'll never ever find. So step aside, you star slime, we're ready for your worst. We know you want to beat us, enslave us and defeat us, oppress us and browbeat us unless we get you first.
Nothing's going on. I'm good. How about you? Yeah, I hear he's not any better. In fact, he looks at lowly little shows like ours and says, "Bah, I prefer CNN and all them those other places." Even though we're not news, so he's got the dong of corporate in his mouth, I think. Sorry for the image, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I heard he's one of those crypto nuts, but I don't know. Yeah, I saw there's a video Charlie did recently. I haven't watched it, but it looked like somebody made a game based off the Bored Ape crap. I'm like, why? Why? Yeah, they tried to make a movie out of it, and it. What are we building today? Oh, Austin says he can't hear you. And OBS. Oy. We're working on it, peeps.
Not default, because apparently this microphone isn't fucking default. There you go, now you can hear me. Hello everyone, welcome to the zoo. I'm your Zookeeper Inquisitor. Minion joining me is Shady Grin. Mr. Adam will be joining us eventually, I think, hopefully. Yeah, go back through all the same bullshit. Fucking, I can't say fuck you, Susan, but I will say fuck you to the fucking OBS bullshit. Not being able to, you know, fucking switch media on the fucking fly. Because it's fucking stupid. I even plugged in my microphone before I started the stream, yet no, it didn't fucking normally switch over like it's supposed to. Anyway.
I'm hoping they can hear, but I feel sorry for their ears.
Yes, they can hear me now, and yeah, I'm probably sure that they're wishing they couldn't. I can see the fucking microphone, you know, register now. Sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What are we building?
Charlie and his video. We're building some Navy breachers still. Trying to finish them up. And then if I finish them up, I'm probably going to be building my war boss in Mega Armor that I just recently bought today.
Right on.
Because I need him for boarding actions. My orcs are pretty much like relegated to only vehicles and shit like that. I have very few things that would work for boarding actions, so I kind of need a war boss in Mega Armor for something like that. But yeah, like I said, when you couldn't hear me, I need to learn the new guy's name so I can learn to say fuck you to that guy, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can no longer say fuck you, Susan, unfortunately.
He's an Indian fellow, from what I understand.
Yeah. Costin, what else is new? But yeah. In good news, though, I went to Kuma's Corner today and had the Ghost Burger, and it was fucking delicious. For those that don't know, there's a restaurant here in Illinois, in the Chicagoland area, called Kuma's Corner. It's heavy metal themed, and recently they just did a Burger of the Month for the band Ghost, and it's delicious. Need to zoom in on this.
I desperately want to try some of those burgers, but I am stuck in Cali.
Yeah, unfortunately. The fucking Ghost Burger was fantastic. Here, I can look up what's in it. Let's see here. It is.
You would pronounce it as.
Whoops.
You would pronounce it as?
Are you getting stuff from my?
I only heard just that little bit. 10 ounce. It's a 10-ounce beef patty, braised goat shoulder, ghost pepper aioli, aged white cheddar cheese, red wine reduction, and an unconsecrated communion wafer. And it was delicious. It's ghost pepper and stuff like that. You'd figure it'd be a lot spicier than it really was. It was really good. Let's put it that way. It was very, very good. Aioli is like
I know what it is.
Okay.
I just become a sucker for it.
It's
like
good. You can make all kinds of different kind of flavored aioli. So it's. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God, what is it? I can't even fucking see those numbers. Is it 50, 51, 48, 49? 48, 49, 50, 51? I think that's what it is. The fuck are my side clippers? Oh, my lap. Okay. 51. Unfortunately, I don't have the actual instruction booklet in front of me. I have to look at one online, and it's incredibly grainy.
So today is the anniversary of the Army of Darkness.
Oh, was it 30 year?
30 years ago today.
Oh, okay.
February 19th, 1993. It was released. Or as the man himself says, it escaped. Bruce Campbell. I don't know. We need more people just like in Hollywood like him who just does what he does.
Yep. Unabashedly, and he doesn't give a shit what other people think.
Him and, well, to be honest, I prefer Cavill, but I'm getting feedback.
Are you?
Sorry.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm far enough away from the microphone.
I'm wondering if it's coming from me or something or what, but I don't know if that's possible, but. So, oh, there we go. It's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent you a little.
Yeah, thing about Cavill, I saw that.
Yeah, it was. I thought that was like brilliant. Like just a decent human being, and God, there aren't enough people like that anymore.
Well, there are not enough people like that in the entertainment industry, certainly.
Yeah. Like he that little bit about hope. Never take away
someone else's hope.
Yeah. Someone else's hope, because that could be all they have, and it's just like.
Yep.
God, I wish more people were like that.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I'll put it in the link in the Minions chat so I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's all good. I think you should have mod, so you should be able to.
I do.
Put out links.
Yeah. But yeah. Apologies.
You should be.
I've been trying to draw more lately, and I just keep. It's between my bed and drawing. It's just like if I'm not the bed's like a flame, and I'm the moth, and
Yeah, I know what that's like. I mean, lately I've been wanting to get up and do more modeling work, but I'm just like, I can't fucking move. I'm not gonna fucking move. I'm gonna stay in bed.
Yeah.
That's why these guys aren't built still. And also why my computer is still out. Normally I would have put this shit away after the stream is over, because, you know, I want to get it out of my way, but I left it out all week because I wanted to work on these guys, and guess what I didn't fucking do?
Yeah.
Because I need to have the computer up because I need to use the fucking grainy ass, you know, build instructions. I blame it on the time of year. I absolutely loathe this time of year. It is the worst time of year. I hate winter. I hate the constant roller coaster of fucking temperature. It makes me angry and anxious and filled with dread every time I get out in my fucking car, because who knows what these, you know, retards are gonna act like out on the street.
Hoodlums. Well, that's what I call the neighbor kid. But
well, hoodlums are
I'm an old man.
Hoodlums are the ones that go and cut the catalytic converter off of my car.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that saga is over forever, but
yes. I hope it is.
I was going to say for a while, and then I'm like, no, just forever.
Yeah. Fuck them all. Fuck that whole sequence of events. Fuck everything. I want it all to be over and done with. Don't want it interfering with our D&D games on Sunday. Don't want it, you know, any of that kind of shit. I just want it done. But I'll say recently I went to an auto auction and I bought myself a 2002 Subaru Forester. So
Frosted, and I hate everything about your mother, and I hate your daddy's guts too. I don't know what that's a reference to.
Oh
but
my god, you don't?
No.
It's a song by the band.
Well, I figured as much.
By the band Ugly Kid Joe. I love that song. I hate everything about you. It's like right at the, it was like they became popular with that song like right at the tail end of like glam rock and like right at the beginning of like grunge. So they're like a fusion between the two. It's really weird. But yeah, Ugly Kid Joe are great. I love them. They also did a cover of the Cats in the Cradle. Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon.
Oh, that song?
Yeah.
I know that song.
They
but I don't know the group.
Yeah, they did a cover of that, and it's really good too.
How's it going, YouTube?
Hey, there's Adam. How's it going, bro?
Yo. I apologize for the delay. I wanted to enjoy my evening meal without having to succumb you folks to slurps and slaps.
Was it mac and cheese by any chance?
No, it was like a spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
Well, spaghetti.
A spaghetti. But yeah, you know, I didn't want to
It's sketty, thank you very much.
You gotta keep an image. And I know how much Donkey doesn't like hearing food noises, so.
It's fine, it's Donkey. And he ain't here.
Oh. Fucking food. My purse.
Let's say you missed my description of my dinner there, Adam. I had the ghost burger over at Kuma's.
Oh shit, you went to Kuma's?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was good. It was really good. Let's say I love the band that it's based on. So, yeah, I had to go there and have it. Just like we did when NecroGoblicon were there for the burger of the month. I was like, I gotta go there just so that I can sit there and say, what are you gonna have? The NecroGoblicon?
But they always have really nice filling burgers. So.
Oh yes, extremely. Like it sat like a lead weight when I got home. I was like, I don't want to fucking move.
It's one and done, I would say. You could do that for lunch and dinner.
Yeah, it's.
But was this a limited run burger that they were doing?
Yeah,
or?
that's the burger of the month thing. Yeah, here I'll tell you what's in it. I already told the chat, but it is.
Well, you know what the chat could do for a double take. You know what?
Yeah, they could.
We love you so much.
They would.
Right.
It's what they would do for a Klondike bar. So you know.
There you go.
It's a 10-ounce beef patty, like usual. Braised goat shoulder. Ghost pepper aioli, aged white cheddar cheese, red wine reduction, and an unconsecrated communion wafer.
Wait, hold on. Unconsecrated? Does this mean it's spiritual?
No, it's just they bought a box of communion wafers and put one on top.
Oh.
The last time they did this, they got in trouble with the Archdiocese of Chicago. They were like, "This is blasphemy."
Oh. Well, you can't be too careful. Oh shit, is that frosted glass in the chat? You know what, Frosted? I have issues with you, sir.
He subject you to something on the corner or something.
I think he is a cheater in the Clippers. But
Oh.
I can't be too sure.
Oh, well, no, it's Jack that's always the cheater.
Well, you know, whoa.
I'll call him out for it. He knows it. He knows what he is. He knows what he did!
We're still running the algorithms on that point, so we shall see.
As a final hurrah, I can say, fuck you, Susan, for your algorithms.
Oh shit, yes. Dude, what are you gonna do now that she's no longer...
I need to learn the new guy's name.
What is...
I don't know what the new guy's name is.
Well, I heard that the new guy is
just
worse.
as bad. Yeah, just as bad, if not
Yeah.
worse, yeah.
So I don't know, man. You might be saying, "Oh no, please, Susan, come back."
No, I'll still tell her to go fuck herself.
Hey, how you doing, Donkey? Oh,
Who are you calling?
I was gonna say, that's not Donkey, it's Shady.
oh, I'm sorry, Shade. Oh my God.
How dare you, sir?
You know what? You can blame Susan
I'll
for that.
I'll just go. It's okay.
I'll just go. I'm not gonna sit around here and be disrespected.
No, that's my fault. 100% my fault. I apologize, sir.
I'm doing okay. I'm just chilling. winding down before bed.
Dude, it's been a bit since you've been on the on one of these shows.
He was here last week.
I was?
Yeah.
Time flies. I don't remember anything.
Wait, shit. Wrong arm. Fuck.
I am currently trying to keep my hype down for Octopath 2 because I watched Cloudy and Far play the demo on Twitch, and it was the stories look 110% better than the first one, at least the first chapters, and except for one of them was just meh. And it's got me hyped because that was one thing that I felt was lackluster about the first Octopath is each individual story just felt kind of beginner's D&D character type thing.
Okay.
Like baby's first D&D. But other than that, the music is of course wonderful. The graphics are they're graphics. But I like the first one, and I'm very hyped for this one, and it's coming out Friday, and it needs to be today. And yeah. Any particular games you guys are looking forward to?
Brediogrames? What do you take me for?
Videograms.
What do you take me for, Shady?
Nerd of some sort? I don't know. A very cool nerd. Put it that way. I know there's a negative connotation to damn near everything these days, so...
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Frosted has never done anything wrong in his life.
Well, I don't believe that for a moment, Frosted. He ain't fooling me.
To be honest, I want to try this demo of this, what's it, Star Streamer or something like that. It looks like Chrono Trigger. It's on Switch, and it looks nice. It looks really nice. So, I'm gonna give that a try, but in terms of,
your Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger honestly is hands down the best fucking RPG.
I had it for one of the DSs.
I disagree, but that's just on personal preference, not because I think the game is bad.
You know what? It's okay. I would love to have a complete in box Chrono Trigger, but right next to it, Shining the Holy Ark.
Oh, of course.
It's more.
You have Shining the Holy Ark, don't you?
Well, yeah, I do have that. So I have one, but I need the other part. I need the other part.
All right, good point.
So, and I think these two games perfectly
encapsulate
best. It's the best story. It's the best graphics. It's the best
graphics.
And both of them. Think about it. Like Shining the Holy Ark had a really nice 2D to 3D kind of.
Yeah, I like that one. It's definitely like actually 3D.
Yes.
Compared to like some other games, stuff like that. But I don't think it's my favorite story for RPGs that I have on the Saturn. I think that would probably go to Albert Odyssey. I think I like Albert Odyssey a tiny bit more.
See, I've never never had a chance to play Albert Odyssey, though it did look really nice.
Well, that's one of the things that'll be a benefit to you when we move in. You'll get to be able to play it, because I have it. Although, you know, the requirement I have for all of my roommates is baby the shit out of everything for me, because I baby the shit out of all of my stuff. So I expect the same level of courtesy and respect.
Hey, yo, no scratches on discs.
No scratches on discs, no crunching of the jewel case is the major problem. Because those things are notorious for breaking way too easily. Way too notorious for that. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. Alright. That is Homeboy with the Chain Fist and Auto Pistol. Now I just have the last two, which should be the dude with the special weapon, and then the dude with the shield. Okay. And you know what? Fine, fuck it. I'm gonna do this in the meantime because I've got the orc game music playing in the background here. I'm gonna build my orc. I'm gonna build my war boss. In mega armor. My $35 single mini. And me, who just bought a car this weekend, too. Feel like fucking Mr. Monopoly money here. I got all the money in the world. All of it. Alright. War boss in mega armor. Good lord. He's got really weird pieces. Also didn't realize how fucking big he is. Holy shit. He's gonna put my pewter war boss to shame, and he's fucking plastic. Alright. I'm gonna say I love his weapon too. He has a huge chopper.
Huge. Definitely the biggest.
We got the biggest choppers. We got the best choppers.
But what color are you gonna fast it? Is it gonna be the fastest chopper? Is it gonna be the stealthiest chopper? Is it gonna be?
He's gonna be the fastest, of course, because he's got to be red. He's gotta. He's part of the Evil Sons, after all, you know. His mega armor is definitely overcharged, you know, supercharged here. He's got all the octane from all the go juice.
You can't switch off the Trump. Got all the choppers.
All the choppers.
All of the choppers. Every of the red juice. The
and
best.
And the Humies
listen,
are gonna pay for it. I kind of now want to give him a red hat. The fuck does this go to? What the hell? Okay, hold on. Wait. Goes like this and goes into here? No. In the center. Right there. Oh, that's why. Alright, cool. Alright. It's mounting pegs. I get it. So, glue goes down right in there. This is a really weird model. Holy shit. I'm not hearing any other thing. Really weird model. Wrong.
Well, wait, what?
Sorry, I was saw something on the Twitter about X-Men '97.
Dude, I was walking around the game store today because obviously I went to the game store and got all these models. But I saw something there. There's a game where they were trying to sell fucking X-Men '92 as like a selling point for a new game about the X-Men, new like tabletop game. I think it's like HeroClix, but like they have all the X-Men '92 stuff. I'm all like, how very fucking dare you? I don't want modern Marvel touching X-Men '92.
Too late.
I know.
The
I know.
Animated series is getting the second season.
I know.
But so far, they've got the original voice actor for Wolverine back, at least.
Do they really?
That's what I was just... I'm assuming he's still original. He's old as fuck. Here, I'll show you. I'll put it in general voice or whatever.
I'm shocked that they haven't gone and tried to find the original voice actor for Wolverine from the Pride of the X-Men pilot that came out.
The Australian guy?
Yeah, the Australian guy.
We'll get Terry for that.
Yeah, I can see Terry as Wolverine.
I never watched the original X-Men show, so I don't know anything about it.
Hold on. You've never watched the original X-Men show?
Oh,
Keep in mind, by the time we got a TV, my sister was born, and it was all baby shows all the time. I didn't need... When I started watching, Toonami was a thing, and I wanted to watch DBZ, and of course that was too violent to have around my sister. So,
that's
books I read.
That's my thing right now. I'm Wolverine looking at my portrait of Jean Grey.
Well, who's your portrait of Jean Grey?
You know.
So one of my favorite versions of that meme is Gazgold stroking a picture of Yarick.
Jeez.
Anytime I'm like a mainstream meme can get adapted for Warhammer, I'm all for it. It's always funny to me.
I still gotta get good with the whole Marvel thing, because not only did I get my ass beat from Terry in MVC, but I played against my pal Soul Reaver in MVC 3 on PS4. Holy shit. I'm horrible at that as well. I'm really bad at fighting games. Well, okay, it's a bad game, but at the same end, well, okay, it's a bad game, but still shouldn't be bad. Yeah, but
fucking, am I out of glue? No, I'm not.
They still did a better of MODOK.
You talking about MODOK? Oh my god. He's like a baby in a metal diaper.
I keep seeing images of the freaking Quantum Mania MODOK, and I'm like, oh my god. There are a million different ways you could have done this, and you did it wrong. Like the few that were horrible.
And they went for the worst.
Yeah. Like, apparently,
MODOK was a fucking Ant-Man villain. I thought it was a...
an Avengers villain?
Yeah.
Or Iron Man? Well, Ant-Man is part of the Avengers, but anyway.
No, he's not.
They're trying to set up the new big villain, and apparently, from what I've heard, they did it horribly. Because they've got the big threat supposed to be the next Thanos for this phase and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they've got it with some of the, as far as power level goes, weaker heroes just kind of pummeling him. So, big threat he is not.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is it Pathfinder 1 or Pathfinder 2 frosted? Curious. Because my friends and I are...
Oh. What do you got planned there, Frosted? You plan on torturing them as a DM? Wolverine will be voiced by Chris Pratt.
I still think Chris Pratt's getting too much shit, but that's just
He is, but yeah, it's still fun to shit on him. Because at least he has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same end, it's still you're gonna watch the Mario movie and be like, oh yeah, that's Chris Pratt. But at the same end, it's like, holy shit. Guardians of the Galaxy, the third one, I kind of want to see it. You know, just...
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 got me to stop watching Marvel movies.
Well... I mean... I didn't want to watch Marvel movies for a while. I really wanted to see Ant-Man, but it is.
The first two were okay. I'm not looking forward to the third, and I'm not even looking forward to any Marvel movies, to be honest. Because as far as I'm concerned, it Grizz will say it died long before that, but I think it died with Thanos. So.
It died for me with at least my enthusiasm for it died with fucking Ultron.
Holy shit, that bad?
Yeah. I mean, it's a criminal waste of fucking
Talent.
Yeah.
The guy who voiced him.
Yep.
Yeah. And all it was, what got me about the portrayal of Ultron was not that it was necessarily a waste of talent, but Disney said, okay, we want you to sing this song from Pinocchio and make all these references to all these other Disney movies. And I'm like, that was unnecessary. Just so fucking unnecessary.
David Spade.
It's like they wanted to, yeah.
No, not David Spade.
They wanted to rub it in their face, the people's faces that we bought Marvel. Ah, fuck you.
Yeah. James Spader, that's his name. And
yeah.
In the same token, I also think that the reason why I hate Guardians of the Galaxy 2 so much is because it's another criminal waste. It was a criminal waste of fucking Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. As
Ego.
Yeah, I got excited for that movie, and I looked up Ego and all his lore and everything, and then I saw the movie. I'm like, what the fuck? Where'd it go?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't Ego. This isn't a literal living planet trying to kill. It's a living planet trying to be a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's a slow growing of what they do to the characters, and that's why you look at MODOK now, and okay, you understand how they got to it. MODOK is supposed to be a fucking actual threat, but apparently they made him into a joke.
He's a baby in a metal diaper.
I mean, he always looked like a joke, but that's the thing. You can still look like a joke and be threatening.
Well, that's Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
Dr.
Yes.
Octopus
And then
looks really fucking silly, but then they did like such a good job in the Sam Raimi films that they made Dr. Octopus actually fucking look nasty and devastating and, you know, lethal.
Yeah.
Capable.
And then what was it? I had something I was gonna say and I fucking forgot it.
I'm sorry.
No, not your fault. It's just. Oh yeah, and then there's murmurs they're going to be bringing in. They just this. Okay, yeah, that was the point I was going to make. I think Hollywood's biggest problem for superhero films is the actors need to have their face on things.
Yes.
Yeah.
They need to understand that you can portray a great character without ever showing your face.
Yes.
Fucking V for Vendetta is excellent at this. And, like, that is a memorable role, and I have burned into my mind. Well, I thought I did. Now I forgot it at the tip of my tongue. The actor's name.
I'll never forget.
Yeah. But anyway, the point is, if you want to make big bucks, stop worrying about your ego and start worrying about being able to portray the role.
Yeah, play the character.
Play the character, play the role. Don't worry about the mask. Leave it on. Spider-Man did not have his mask off every 5 fucking seconds.
Yeah.
And he also wasn't little Tony Stark either.
Yeah, tell me about it.
He was, if anything, he's always been sort of a mentally a step ahead Stark, I think. Just not necessarily, he doesn't have the time or resources Stark does, but he's still a fucking genius.
Yeah. I mean, Peter Parker, you know, in the comics, he developed the web technology for the web shooter.
Yeah. And that was just hand waved away in the first. They finally got it right with what's his face, Holland, but they hand waved it away like, oh yeah, I made this webbing. And it's like, okay, what else can you make? That's it. That's all he made. 3 fucking movies. His everything was Tony Stark's doing.
Yeah. And that's
until the last one. The last one fixed it, but I think the deal with Sony is up. So what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point at that point? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's silly when they get those kinds of fundamental things wrong about the character, but the character still does well. You know.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because then you're all sitting there going like, no, you know, you gotta get this right, and so on and so forth. And you know, there are ways that you can kind of get around that and accept the differences. Because I mean, you know, people love the Raimi films. Even I do. I like the Raimi films, but you know, is it accurate? You know, no, not really, because you know, that in those movies, Spider-Man produces his web in his hands. It's like, no, that's not right.
Yeah. And I liked the only thing I liked about 3 was the portrayal of Sandman.
Yeah.
Raimi's.
I'll say this about 3. I wasn't nearly as angry about Venom as I probably should have or would have normally been. I think that, what's his name? That actor, he looks like Eddie Brock. Now, what I mean by looks like Eddie Brock is that his face, how they made, you know, did up his hair.
Yeah.
Aesthetically speaking, he looks like Eddie Brock. Kind of. From the neck up, he looks like Eddie
exactly.
Brock. Exactly.
The rest of him, not so much.
Yeah, Eddie Brock is a fucking 6-foot-tall bodybuilder. So, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go full CG on Venom, at least then go full CG on Eddie Brock and make him a big fucking burly muscle-bound dude.
Yeah. Now they're making a Silk TV show. Sony is, not Marvel. They're milking the Spider-Verse for whatever they can without fucking Spider-Man, and it's pissing me off. And it's like, oh yeah, and then there's the news about Noir. Spider-Man Noir, but it won't follow Peter Parker. Like,
what?
So you're replacing Spider-Man Noir like the Spider-Man in Spider-Man Noir, or are you saying someone else is going to be wearing the suit?
Well, technically, Spider-Man Noir, it's Peter Parker who's wearing the suit, but it's a completely different sort of mentality and take on the character.
Yeah, it's a different Spider-Man. It's a different universe. Yeah. It's like an Elseworlds.
Yeah.
But they're going to be making a TV show that won't follow Peter Parker, and they chose their words very carefully. I insist on believing this. So I think they're going to be putting someone else in the suit for diversity crap and all that shit.
You know, they don't even need to go that far and still remain in canon if they want to do diversity shit. Just do fucking Spider-Man 2099. Robbie Reyes.
Exactly.
He's fucking Hispanic. Why worry about fucking around with Peter Parker when you have Robbie Reyes? Robbie Reyes is fucking cool.
Are you talking about Miguel O'Hara?
I thought it was Robbie Reyes who was Spider-Man.
I thought Robbie Reyes was the new writer.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Shit. Yeah, Robbie Reyes is the new Ghost Rider. Fuck.
Yeah. Miguel O'Hara is he's biracial. Yeah. O'Hara.
Let me see.
But doesn't that run across the same as Miles Morales?
Well,
you know.
The problem is that with it's Miguel O'Hara.
I mean, personally, I don't have an issue with either of them.
No.
They're good characters. So let them go out and shine.
Yeah. Miguel is. I think the reason why people are more accepting of Miguel over Miles Morales is that he
was his own.
Well, they never came out and said that he is a replacement. This is 2099. This is like a whole century in the future from Spider-Man's time. So it's like he's not replacing Spider-Man in so much as like he is forget Peter Parker. This is the new Spider-Man. But for a long time, for Miles Morales, they were saying that Miles Morales is the Spider-Man. Forget Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I still think, all that aside, if you take Miles Morales at his base, I think he can stand on his own. He's got a decent enough difference in power set. Not completely different, but it still works.
Yeah, sure.
And his story is intriguing to me, but I still think they should have done him differently. Introduced him on his own, not like make him from an Elseworlds sent over. Not we're going to replace the Ultimate Spider-Man and then do away with that entire universe.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not against Miles Morales as a character. I think that they could do some really interesting things. Hell, I think that they could do interesting things with fucking what's her name? Kamala Khan.
Spider-Gwen. Oh.
No, fuck Spider-Gwen. No, that's a mistake, and it needs
to go away.
That needs to go away. I think that Kamala Khan has virtues and could be a good character, but the problem is that every single person that wants to write for fucking Kamala Khan is going with agenda first and story second.
Yeah.
I mean, there are stories to explore with Kamala Khan, but they don't. I mean, Marvel has always and ever been supposed to be the stories for regular people that have these extraordinary powers and are thrust into these extraordinary situations, right?
Yeah, Spider-Man was the epitome of the everyman.
Yeah.
That's what the deal was. That's why he wore the suit and mask the way he did, is he could be any fucking New Yorker.
Yeah.
But instead, they're focusing on what's under the mask more than the fucking mask itself.
Yeah. And it's frustrating because, Shady and I have had a long conversation about this. I could write a decent Kamala Khan story, but you know that they won't write that story. What did Frosted say?
Whenever.
It was so funny when we brought that up in fucking comic book curation. We were just goofing, and it turns out it was a real thing. Fuck my life. That is still the most retarded thing I've ever read.
And then my morbid curiosity has me curious about Gwen's universe just because they've got freaking what's her face is Carnage.
Gwen?
No, not Gwen. Gwen is she gets the black suit as usual for every Spider-Man. They got to get the black suit, but Carnage goes to the redhead.
Mary Jane?
Instead. Yep. Her version of Mary Jane gets Carnage from what I understand. And I'm like, okay, morbid curiosity, but do I want to do it? Do I want to submit myself to that?
Well, my problem is that fucking Marvel don't have the balls to make that story. DC does. They made Injustice. DC
well, they made it and then they gave it to Tom Taylor.
Yeah.
And he's beating it into the ground right now.
Yeah.
He's trying to bring Superboy over into that.
Why?
Because Superboy is the new Superman, don't you know?
Oh.
And he's gay.
Oh. Fabulous.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just jaded on all this stuff now. I just want to... I want to enjoy things. Yeah, leave me alone. Speaking of, I gotta bother Polly. He was supposed to help me out with that.
Oh.
I was looking to get of course it's gonna cost me triple digits if I get it anyway online. For each, I wanted to get Doom 2099 and what's it called? Kraven's Last Stand.
Oh. Okay.
But so I need to get them through other means, perfectly legitimate, of course.
Legitimate sources, yes.
Yeah.
You know that
Polly said he'd help me with that.
Polly gets all of his comics through perfectly legitimate sources because I told him where he can get those from perfectly legitimate sources, right? So he could have just come to me.
Maybe you could help me.
I'll tell you about it off the show. Because perfectly legitimate sources. Fuck you, Susan. It's my final hurrah. I need to get it out of my system before she's finally gone.
But yeah, those are stories I've been dying to read, and I know they're going to fuck up because they're doing a Kraven movie about Kraven's last son, but it's not going to star Kraven. Ah!
Well, what I heard is...
It's going to be his son.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god. I think that they could make a decent and good, like, Kraven anti-hero movie, but that's not what they're going to make.
Yeah. It's like they think Kraven couldn't stand on his own as a decent even villain because they live in this universe of activism this, activism that, and we'll just piss off the PETA crowd. I'm like, that's the point. You want to piss off the PETA crowd. They get to see this animal rights, this just trophy hunter get his ass handed to him by Spider-Man or vice versa. Like, from what I understand of the book, it's the storyline. It's very close in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how they, like, no one... The way Polly described it, I think, was, it could have gone either way, the whole book type thing.
Mm.
Like, that was how much of a match they were for each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But, yeah.
You also got to take into consideration with that, too, is that was when they did the whole Spider-Man hanging up the tights, too. So.
This was just on my timeline. I'm going to put it in general voice.
Oh,
No, it's not, oh no. If we were just talking about it. It's the Wolverine lying in bed holding the picture of Rogue looking.
Jean Grey.
No, this one's different. This is a meme.
Yeah.
But it's not Jean Grey. It's Rogue with her butt.
Oh, the butt, the Rogue butt. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll accept either one, bub.
Rogue butt. Rogue is hot and Gambit is a player. He gets her in the end. That's all I gotta say.
That's one they kept teasing us with, but they never did. And quite frankly, with all the choices they had picked for that role, I'm glad they never did. Gambit. Because they could not... They kept picking the wrong...
the Wolverine movie.
Yeah, but I don't think that actor was the right choice.
He did okay.
And he did okay, but it was clear he was forcing an accent.
Yeah.
And
he did well with what he was working with.
Yeah, and then they kept teasing like, "Oh, we're gonna do a full-on Gambit movie," and then they changed the actor, and I'm like, "Okay, don't do it," and they never did, and they teased it again and again and again, and they can never get it off the ground because I'm just glad they can't because they keep picking shit actors for it. I think they had the guy who did what's his name, G.I. Joe, the main character, Duke. And that guy. I can't stand the first G.I. Joe movie because he's like supposed to be yelling like in confidence, and his voice just cracks and fades to nothing. I'm like, wow, you're heroic.
Listen, people whose voices crack can be heroic, okay?
Well, no, he's supposed to like exude like this command,
yeah,
right? Confidence and command. But he came across as like he's never been in the military and he's never, it just came across like an actor. But anyway, it's kill to see 2099 suit on the big screen though.
Yeah.
Not in the animated form, but like in a
real.
It's such a kick-ass suit.
It is really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like 2099. Like I thought that was a really cool idea. My brother and I collected all of the X-Men 2099 back in the day. As you know, per usual, when it's me in comic books, if it's X-Men, my brother and I fucking had it.
Yeah. And then
basically we had every issue from the relaunch of X-Men #1 with the cover by Jim Lee, and every X title, including X-Force, Excalibur, Generation X, all of that, all the way up until the Phalanx Covenant. Got them all in, I think, like 3 long boxes somewhere in Ohio.
I remember I got
I think they're at my
there was my first introduction to X-Men was actually X Factor.
Fuck yeah, X Factor, yeah.
It was I forget the names of most of them, but it was one issue, and I got it as part of a 3-pack of comics, Marvel Comics. Ghost Rider was another one.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately fell in love with that because that's just fucking brutally awesome.
Yeah, Ghost Rider's awesome. It's not Ghost Rider.
There was
that's gonna get painted separate.
It was at Big Lots. It was like a 3-pack of comics for $1.
Okay.
And X Factor, it was just one issue, and it was really not much action, but it ended with Copyman getting, I don't know if his name was Copyman, but he duplicated himself. Multiple Man. Yeah, getting thrown out a window or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like not like a skyscraper window. And there was Polaris, this big guy with goggles.
Mr. Strong, I think.
Mr. Strong, and of course the werewolf chick.
Yeah. Oh god.
Wolfsbane or something.
Yeah, Wolfsbane.
And there was one other, I think.
Marrow.
But the most, I didn't see Marrow. No, I would have recognized that one because when she was introduced into the movies for a cameo of all things, I looked up that character because I thought that ability was so freaking out of this world.
It is really cool.
But,
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Bone spurs and shit like that.
Yeah, and then yeah, it had most of him. Most of the comic was just them talking to each other, and then the Copyman. Multiple Man fucking hate Camel, Xerox Man. Got me thinking Copy Man again. But
Hey Camel's trying to trigger me here. No more mutants. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. And yeah, he was trying to open a jar of mayo, and it was a trick mayo because he was just playing a prank on the guys, on the people. It was, I don't know. It's just, I'm like, okay, this guy's, what's going on here? Because I had to look up each character and what they could do because I wasn't understanding why there's so many of this one guy.
Oh, yeah.
And then he ends up thrown out a window, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. This guy just went splat. But I could never find the follow-up comics, and to be honest, I didn't have the money for that kind of thing.
I can, you know, through perfectly legitimate sources, point you in a direction where you can get all of them. If you're interested in picking them back up.
But X Factor, what was X Factor anyway? I could never quite understand. To me, I just wrote it off as
X Factor was another like X team of mutants. I don't remember their origins and, like, you know, who was backing them. I do remember X Force was a group that was set up by the U.S. government. Basically, think the X-Men, but they were funded by the U.S. government.
You think Wolverine would know better?
Yeah.
Not to mention, you know, getting involved with Deadpool, but still. That is the only Marvel movie I'm looking forward to, is Deadpool 3.
Deadpool. I don't know, I didn't watch Deadpool 2.
I liked all of them so far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I liked Deadpool 1, but there was not a whole lot that was, like, selling me on Deadpool 2. Deadpool 1, it was cool for the, you know, the novelty of it, you know.
Yeah.
R-rated X-Men movie, and it's good and fun. It is an accurate portrayal of the character.
And accurate portrayal of freaking Colossus, too.
Oh, yeah.
Which was fucking great, other than a side note in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
He was portrayed as he should have been. Although he was all CG, but that, how do you do Colossus without that?
Exactly. I was perfectly fine with them not having Piotr Rasputin, you know, transform back into human form.
Yeah. And then I'm just glad they got Jackman back for one last hurrah, and it's going to be sort of an X Factor nod. Not X Factor, X Force.
X-Force, yeah. Well,
too many X's.
The reason why X Force is a thing too, the main leader of X Force, at least back in the 90s, was Cable.
Yeah.
And I know that they put out Cable in the new.
The second one, yeah.
The second Deadpool movie. So that's probably why.
I have no interest in Cocaine Bear, guys. Sorry, it looks ridiculous and it looks fun, but my interest in movies and books and anything fictional lies solely in sci-fi and fantasy. Like those two extremes, high fantasy and science fiction. And the more closer to reality science fiction gets, the less I'm interested.
But it's Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
It's a bear.
It's also direct. It's also headed up by what's her face, who's Superman hater or whatever. I'm like, fuck that.
Brie Larson?
No, not Brie Larson.
Superman hater in Hollywood. Which one, Shady? Gonna need to be more specific.
Bill, coward. I'm not a coward.
Coward.
I just don't like giving assholes my money. Especially as much as it costs these days. I'd rather, if I want to see a movie, I'll get it on DVD and it'll cost the same as one ticket to a fucking theater.
Or you know, you could do what I do, which is
yeah, but I don't need and people looking in my freaking. I'm paranoid. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need an alphabet agency looking at me.
Well,
sideways.
I don't give a shit about the Alphabet Agency. They can go fuck themselves. Just like Susan. Fuck you, Susan. I'm gonna cram as many as I can in there. Just like you, Susan.
Well, it's only a matter of time, though. But I will say, see, like with Ant-Man, I do want to see that. I do want to see what you were saying, but I will spend money on the Mario movie because that looks like a fun movie.
Yeah,
I have no problem spending the money to sit in the theater and watch that.
Are you going to? Because here's my caveat, Adam. I'll go see Mario movie with you, but the very second that they make a weed joke with Donkey Kong, I'm out.
Oh, dude, don't get me wrong. I'm fighting every fucking fiber to Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Oh my god. I hope it's not a long time that he's in it. But again, it's one of those. The rest of it looks okay. I'll endure all the rest of the bull fuckery.
You'll endure Seth Rogen for it, huh?
I'll endure Jack Black as fucking Bowser, even though people are like, "Oh yeah, no, he's gonna sound good." Yeah.
They're gonna do some singing thing with Bowser, and that's my only downside about Jack Black because he's already said, he's gonna get in touch with his musical side. I'm like,
I don't need
why, Jack?
Jack, you don't need to turn everything into a Tenacious D song thing here, dude. You really don't.
Yeah. But well, everything else looks nice. So
other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play?
Yeah, aside from the brain matter. Oof. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of movies that are going on nowadays.
I'll tell you this much. I watched recently the movie Guns Akimbo, the one that everyone knows from the fucking meme image of Daniel Radcliffe sitting with like fucking bears, like furry bear slippers with two guns in his hand in a bathrobe.
Yeah.
Yes.
That meme image. I actually watched the actual movie. Okay. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It was actually pretty good.
Okay. Cocaine Bear. It's bugging me. I can't remember her name.
What, the Cocaine
Elizabeth
Bear's name?
Banks. No, the director is Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, that cunt! The one that went with paralyzed McTwilight bitch. Paralyzed face McTwilight bitch. For the Charlie's Angels remake, and it flopped.
Yeah.
Hold on. Elizabeth Banks is the director of Cocaine Bear.
Of Cocaine Bear, yes.
Yeah. I will say Ray Liotta's starring, so maybe. It's been a while since I've seen him in anything, and it might be fun if he's not playing him. If he's playing a straight man in a crappy, unserious movie.
Ray Liotta in anything, you're not going to see him very much anymore because he's fucking dead.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, Ray Liotta died a while ago, man.
Wow, he died last year.
Shit. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. It's like the second time I've been reminded, and I didn't realize it. Poor Ray Liotta. He doesn't deserve my disrespect.
I say Ray Liotta. One of my favorite Ray Liotta performances was in Smokin' Aces. Inexplicably, I love that movie.
I have that movie somewhere, and I think I watched it once.
Yeah, inexplicably, I don't know why, but I love that movie.
Who else was in Smokin' Aces? Because there was a reason I picked it up.
Ryan Reynolds, Common,
Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven, yeah. There's quite a bit. There's quite a bit of people in it.
There was a chick that Oh, there's Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah, Chris Pine. Chris Pine is in it.
Not that I can see.
Chris Pine? Yeah, absolutely. He's one of the was it Torque brothers?
Hold on.
Is what their name is? It's a fucking all-star cast. Like, there's a ton of fucking.
Alicia Keys was in it, and at the time
yes.
I had a huge crush on her at the time.
She is hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Chris Pine is in it. Yeah, Darwin Tremor.
Tremor, that's it. Yeah. The Tremor brothers. And the dude that played the crazy Russian in the TV show The Strain is one of the Tremor brothers as well. He's the big
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's him. He played. Wow, a lot of these guys came back for Wolverine.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Well, no, Kevin Durant played the Blob, I think.
Really?
Let me look that up. I'm 6 degrees of separation here. Wolverine Origins. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yep, Kevin Durant played Fred Dukes.
Okay.
I shouldn't say a lot of them. That's the only guy that came with Reynolds.
And I was gonna say Wolverine Origins. We don't speak about that movie.
That's the one where Gambit showed up.
I know. I know.
So we did speak of it. So there,
haha. I know, but that's also the worst representation of fucking Wade Wilson ever.
Yeah, I know. I was.
Isn't that where the Blob is as well?
Hey, Campbell, it's Ray Liotta's last movie. Show some goddamn respect. You know what irks me the most about Cocaine Bear? I'm almost positive there's this guy who does little TikToks of, like, you want me to smile, like at a, like the stupid thing they ask you to do for a 9-to-5 job at a retail. Like, smile for your coworker. Do you want me to smile? You should be lucky I even came in. And it's like, dude, shut up. Your whiny shit is not amusing. But he's starring in it.
Yeah, not only that, it's like, you should be lucky I came in. You should be lucky you're getting paid then, bitch.
Yeah. I sworn that guy's in that movie because I can't find him credited in anything else, but he's in the movie. You'll know his face when well, you might know his face. You don't frequent Twitter as much as I do.
Yeah, no, I don't.
And it's not even Twitter, it's TikTok. It's fucking... I don't frequent TikTok and it ends up in my feed.
Well,
So.
I don't go to TikTok at all, but I get TikToks, shown to me. I'll tell you this much. You know what I've been, indulging in the most when it comes to this kind of shit? And, trying to avoid everything else? Is just... I just try to consume nothing but VTuber shit. And you know what? I'm happy.
Yeah. That's... yeah, that's the one thing about VTubers. They just... there to make you happy.
Yep.
There's nothing political about them unless somebody from the outside makes it so.
Yup. And I'm not going to talk about any of that, although there's been a lot of that lately, too.
Yeah, I don't mean to bring it up. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I ain't going to talk about it. There's plenty of videos about it. Go watch Rev Says Desu. It'll make you want to kill yourself, and not because of Rev.
Yeah. Him and, what's the other one? There's another one. I'll tell you later, but anyway.
Warboss and Mega Armor. Look at how big he is. Holy shit. He's fucking massive. The only thing I've got in sub-assembly is this one pauldron and this smokestack here for his power plant. I need to drill a hole for the big shooter there. That'll be interesting to paint.
Yeah, this is his first... yep.
Should I mount him to his base?
This freaky guy. His mustache is stupid. I don't like him.
Who?
The guy from TikToks I was talking about.
Oh.
I'll just put it in general voice. His very recognizable face, because he looks stupid.
I say let's bring back the Charlie Chaplin mustache and fucking, you know, take the soy boy haircut and put that in the fucking Hitler bin. That's all I'm saying.
Soy boy haircut?
Oh yeah, dude, like the fucking sides shaved, fucking bouffant on top.
Oh. Yeah. I just, to be honest, I need a haircut. I just let it grow the way it grows, and then I comb it if I go outside. If I don't go outside, I don't comb it.
I shave my head. I don't give a shit, man.
Well, I normally do, but I just, not shave, but, you know, buzz it down, but not for the winter, because I sleep next to a window, so.
There we go.
He's got some spiky boots.
Yeah, he do. My favorite is the spiky fucking big choppa there. Sorry, huge choppa. It's a huge choppa. Ben Affleck is a chick? What?
No, I was trying to. Was reading the IMB stuff for Smoking Aces, and I said, "There's Ben Affleck, and then there's this chick." So who's this?
I mean, people don't like Ben Affleck, so I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Ben Affleck fan, but you know.
I heard James Gunn's been running his mouth on the internets.
Of course.
But he said something about he was hired 9 months ago to write Superman Legacy, or head up Superman Legacy, which means, if that's correct, Cavill was lied to that he'd be coming back as Superman. So that's why I found that clip of Cavill, because he was trending, and that was the first thing there, but I knew that wasn't why he was trending, because it's Twitter.
Yeah.
So I was looking for why, and that's, I think, why people are saying Cavill got lied to and manipulated.
Yeah.
Because he freaking announced, "Yeah, I'm coming back," and then next thing you know, no, you're not.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Cavill's a good egg. That's all I gotta say. I'm perfectly fine with him not coming back as Superman if that means that we're gonna get some fucking Warhammer stuff, you know, starring and executive producing by Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I'm all for that. And it's about time something of the Warhammer came to the big screen, or any screen, really.
I mean, there's the Warhammer stuff on Warhammer Plus, but
yeah,
that's you know, few and far between by way of comparison. And there's the long before everything with Cavill was going on. There was the Eisenhorn series that was in the works. So Warhammer stuff is coming. It's always been coming. It's all like just depending on how quickly and what is going to be the real point of contention here.
And I'm still hesitant because of Amazon, but
yeah, I'm not so sure that I should be hesitant about it, because Games Workshop is like one of those companies that they keep an incredibly tight leash on anything involving their property. I mean, that's what caused them to get into lawsuits with Blizzard, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't expect that Amazon is going to sit there and try to dictate to Games Workshop what they can have and what they can't have in their Warhammer shit. Games Workshop will sit there and say, okay, cool, we'll take you to court over this litigation, break the contract, and we'll find someone else to distribute. You don't get to dictate to us what we can and cannot put out for something that we produce. Amazon are just the distributors. They can go fuck themselves if they think that they can put anything, in the show.
Yeah.
And you and I both know that, Games Workshop, they're incredibly tight-fisted about this shit. And extremely litigious. So, Amazon tries that shit, they'll end up in, They'll have to pay Jeff Bezos will have to pay alimony to both his ex-wife and Games Workshop. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. All right. I will be right back.
Yeah, that's why I'm optimistic about GW's media future. Also, everything I've seen for the actual animations they produced for Warhammer Plus, they're all really good in my opinion. I like them. So.
Well, hopefully they'll continue with that quality.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with someone like Henry Cavill, taking the lead on some of that stuff, because it's been announced that he's going to be executive producing for some of these shows, and he is a massive Warhammer nerd. In terms of, celebrities and their affinity for Warhammer, none have been as outspoken as Henry Cavill. I mean, unprompted, in an interview for The Witcher, when he was still a part of that, he points at a chandelier and says, "That looks like a Blackstone fortress. I'm not sure how much of you are into Warhammer," but it's like he couldn't help himself. It's like, that's the kind of person that I want involved in a Warhammer project. Because he's not sitting there talking about how blah 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 is fascist or blah blah blah. He's all like, "Hey, that looks like a Blackstone fortress, and that's really fucking cool." It's like, that's the attitude to have. Ugh.
Yeah, but if he doesn't point out if it's fascist or not, there's no real need.
Yeah, it's like everything is fascist, everything is sexist, and we need to point it all out.
No, we don't. What were we talking about? I had to step away for a second.
I was just talking about the Henry Cavill and his love for Warhammer. That being a massive virtue. So, but anyway, I noticed that we've been going for an hour and a half. That's way more than I thought I would. I had this most massive headache. That's the reason why we started a little bit later today. I had the most massive headache today, and luckily the pills quelled it. But we've been going for an hour and a half. I think it's about time we pack up the zoo. Thank y'all for coming out, watching some glue dry. Hopefully we'll get some more painting done next week. And be sure to watch tomorrow, where Adam is going to be the host and playing some video games, right?
Terry and I we're going to at least try and go for Time Killers.
Okay.
And then Jackie Chan, I can't remember, it's like Fist of something. Yeah, it's a Jackie Chan game where there's a bunch of them, and I want to play it because there's you could play as Jackie Chan from Drunken Master. So.
Oh, well, is it Jackie Chan Adventures too? Like the cartoon.
Well, no, this is way before that.
Oh, lame.
This is.
Yeah. Well, at least they have Drunken Master. I mean, Drunken Master is a classic.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, there's two Drunken Masters. There's the one where he's already established, and there's another one where he's training under So High.
Yeah. Forget which one I like the best.
I like the first one where he's training under So High. The second one is cool because he fights his bodyguard, who's really good at fighting with pigs. I don't know if it's pigs. That sounds really bad, but He's really good with his like foot action. That's the second Drunken Master. The first Drunken Master is he's like a young lad and learning under.
Is that the one that starts with him mixing up his box of ginseng with something else?
His what?
Box of ginseng. With the fight under the train.
I don't think that might have been a Jackie Chan movie.
That's Drunken Master.
I can't remember, so leave me out of this.
I don't know if that was part of, because like the first one, there was no. It takes place in a time where there was no train. The second one, I don't know if there was any trains around there, but but yeah, bunch of different Jackie Chans that you can play.
Legend of Drunken Master.
Yeah.
And it is Drunken Master 2 is the.
Even though they're not really like it's not really a sequel.
Well, Drunken Master 1 is 1978 was when it was made, and Drunken Master 2 was made in 1994.
Yeah. The first one being with the guy who has the like death touch or something like that. He waft his hand, and then he'd fucking smack you.
It's weird to think that like Jackie Chan was in movies in 1978.
And you know what? Tomorrow, hang out with us and the Minions, and we're gonna play some of this, and we're gonna see who is the best Jackie Chan.
I'm curious now. How old is Jackie Chan? Jackie Chan.
He is 150 years old.
Right?
And he still fights.
1954 was when he was born. He's 68 years old.
So
damn.
He's been doing this shit since he was like
since
10
the
years old.
70s. He's been in movies since in the 70s. Hell, he was in Cannonball Run. You know that movie?
Wow. I do not.
Yeah, it's like an all-star movie, all-star cast. It's a comedy where it's like all about a race. It's kind of like a live-action Wacky Races, but like every single person is like a different sort of character involved in the race. The main characters are what's his name? Burt Reynolds and
Roger Moore, Farrah Fawcett,
yeah,
Dom DeLuise.
Yeah, Dom DeLuise. Yeah, Dom DeLuise and
Sammy Davis.
Burt Reynolds are the main characters. But yeah, you got like Sammy Davis Jr. You got fucking Roger Moore, who's playing a spy inconspicuously not James Bond. Yeah, like all that kind of stuff. But Jackie Chan is in it. He's playing like a Japanese dude who like invented this weird robot car. It's really funny.
It sounds like a Rat Race, except not Rat Race. The one it was based off of sounds like another Mad World.
Yeah,
Rat Race would be a thing too, because
same. That was the '90s Mad World, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, say that if you've not seen Cannonball Run, absolutely go out and check it. It's a great movie. But yeah, it's like I said, he was in that. I think that was his first big American movie role. Yeah, when he was with all of those different stars. So yeah, it's interesting. Jackie Chan's led an interesting life, and 68 years old, motherfucker's still trugging, making movies. So hell yeah,
making movies.
I wish I could, be that confident in being able to do this kind of shit and at that age. But anyway, yeah, we've been your Minions of the Zoo, and be sure to watch tomorrow where Adam is gonna be playing that Jackie Chan game.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Me and Terry and I. Maybe we'll get some other guests.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. And so it all depends on my workload. Tomorrow I might, be able to hop into voice for a bit from work. But, yeah, we've been your minions. Thank y'all for coming out, and be sure to watch tomorrow, and take care, everyone. The zoo is closed.
Night. Later.